Hi. Let me just get up
Hi,
the
how are you?
Baruch Hashem. Let me put this up here.
I'm a Yudalid.
Where I find it. Okay. My middle Dalit. Share screen. Inei Bianu. Adam Atzinu Shat Tzadikim Bikshu B'Schar Kim Teva. Profanim Shonim. We explained that the Tzadikim asked for reward on keeping Teva in various different ways. Well, if he come on, these bars are over Pashin and Mechubar. Okay. Dvarim Elu Muvurim Basfarno. They'll show a pair. Bereshit Lamed Pasuk Yudalit. So do the im. Ruvain found, I believe it's commonly translated as jasmine, but he says, "Min Esav Tov Areach B'Tov Tolada." It's a grass which has a good fragrance and is also good for fertility. Pasuk says, "Nine Bodia Shabiyos Kabona say most in front of Kelly's bark because it's telling us that since the intent of the emos was desirable before God, Bishtadlusan in their efforts, Bachnosas Soros, in bringing in their co-wives, Miyana Dudaim, and the matter, therefore the matter of this Dudaim, Mishmat Filasan Alzeh, was that their tefillah that they should be able to have more children was heard. It's appropriate side to do some natural ishtadlus, which is the extent possible. To attain his goal. And at the same time to daven to accomplish that purpose. So it's a bit choppy, the language here, but I'm assuming he says that the dudaim are the natural cause to have children, fertility, and together, and that that was together with the tefillah, that the most use the natural resources plus davening. The pasuk is she I guess this, even though Rachel was the one who got the dudoim, she got them from Leah, right? Leah got a child first because she made an earlier effort in philosophy because she davened. She said, I got my word because I gave my a servant to my husband. Basically, this was the first ishtadlus. I guess this is considered natural ishtadlus when she brought a new co-wife into the house. So that was the name. Why she gave the name Yisachar to the child who was born to her after the episode of Dudoim, because she said that I was rewarded in that having brought in I'm not sure whether with tefillah is though here. I don't see the tefillah here.
Well,
let's see what it says inside. 1 second. Up here. That's all this for. Must be previous plus one. Oh, the wrong place. 7. No, I'm putting out this pasuk. And the next pasuk. No, still looking. I know you guys quote it precisely as it says it here. I don't see anything here about philo. Oh, here it is. I see. Okay. You have to see the pasuk itself. The pasuk says, "Vayishma Elokim." The pasuk in Perak Lamed, pasuk pasuk Yud Zion says, "Vayishma Elokim." So from there, they say that it means that Hakadosh Baruch Hu heard her tefillah. And because there must be, it said by Shema Elokim, it must be that she davened. That's the pshat. In other words, it says in Pasuk Yitzayim, in Pasuk Yitzayim, it just says by Yabo Yaakov Minasod Ba'Erev Teitz Alil Kosot Tomei Lai Tabok Yitzchor Sotir B'Tei Ashkram Abalaylahu. It says in the next Pasuk by Shema Elokim Al Leah. Okay,
Right.
So that means that she davened, because that's the pshat. That's the pshat. So okay, so that's actually the Sforno doesn't say that, but the Rabbi somebody said here. This is Chachamim. No, it must be Rashi. Rashi says V'shalkim. No. See, but Chachamim says that. So the Ein Lo Shom Bishma Shech Al Mishi Spalel. V'Chalom Matzinu Shispalel Al Benot Bonim. We didn't find davening. Chem B'Shalisam Misaveh. By days and next Shav Akil Spalel. That's what Hakadosh Baruch Hu Ritzonah. So Rashi Taka says Shalisam Misaveh. She desired to have shvatim, and Dafka didn't daven. The Sivcham says she didn't daven. But since she was misaveh to have children, so it's as if she davened. Okay, so that's how Rashi learns Pshat in the pasuk. The Orachaim Makkah says, by Shema Elokim, Magid Shispala Lashem. So in any event, either her desire to have children was tantamount to a tefillah, or the fact that it says V'shalom Elokim means she must have davened, because otherwise, what was the Hakadosh Baruch Hu listening to? Okay. So by Shema Elokim Aleah, that is evidently according to the Sforno also that she davened. Okay. Mm-hmm. As they say, she dimish tadlusim b'zayim filah ba'omen, and now b'amra, and when she said, Nasana that there was ishtatlus which she made, which is to give her her servant to her husband. But besides that, obviously she davened, and that having done both of these things, ishtatlus rishon k'nisa tzarvas mesa and davening. I just want to go back a second. He says she now understand better. She dima ishtadlusa bezeh in tfilas. She first made her ishtadlus. She first gave her servant to her husband, and then she davened, right? And then mischayes then nasluas yisachar. And zvadalikim osi nasi chelukuk mula ishtadlus hasheni, bedudaim sheschar mitzvah. And then she got a reward on her second ishtadlus. Second ishtadlus was give the doim to Rachel, which evidently was considered to be a mitzvah of chesed. So perhaps she got zvulun. So it's mentioned b'schar dulim is also zvulun. Ufia mavur b'ma'amariya kodmi b'emes tevel l'malam min ha'teva im echad. Nature and supernatural are one. The yesod shteim hu tzonah yisbach. Also is ratzon Hashem. When the muskar b'seva Yosher Rabbeinu Tam, the gam mitzvah satira anu ein lanu kiyum tzonah yisbach. They're all ratzon Hashem. All the mitzvahs. That's the simple, that's the non-sefer chinuch approach. The more brisker approach is that the mitzvahs, whatever mitzvahs are, ultimately they're expression of Ratzon Hashem, and what we're supposed to do to fulfill Ratzon Hashem. Zelda mina Malek Molokar is Kabbalah because all the world is Ratzon Hashem. Echil Kaben Ochel Chelev, and there's no difference between somebody who goes against the Ratzon Hashem by eating Chelev. Whoever has attorney, he violates the prohibition of the Torah. And somebody who violates a mitzvah of nature and say eats poison, right? He's going against the Ratzon Hashem. Nature is Torah. Kamoshi is Torah. Torah Gili Ratzon is Baruch Lavodav Hanavim and Avram Yitzchak Yaakov. Torah is the revelation of Ratzon Hashem to His chosen nation, children of Nevi'im, the Nevi'im, the children of Avram Yitzchak Yaakov. Because this is the source of all the warnings and all the commands. Whose fulfillment brings reward, whose violation brings punishment. Same thing. It reveals the Ratzon Hashem to every creature according to its level and its according to its value and its level. Human may be the schar also the owner. At least by human beings, the reward leaves the schar owner as well. Come over Torah. The came which came, since that's case, if you don't recognize that there's a schar ba'onesh for nature, now the same as not recognizing it in Torah. Wow. That somebody who's not makir schar ba'onesh is kaifer in the Torah, is kaifer in the schar ba'onesh, and incessantly saying he's definitely being kofar in all the fundamentals of Munah. Kamoche, similarly. We're going to kofar besides that. Sheinu mami sheishul kibaretz. Sheinu makir shekal bria ritzon isbarach. Ela machzika ela hefker. He looks at the entire bria just as being hefker. Chena yadas umos hakarmonim, the deists, like the founding fathers. Shamru azab Hashem esaretz. Like God created the earth, but then He left it. They didn't understand the unity of Ratzon Hashem on all levels. Hashem is only in above nature, but not in nature. Believe the entire bria with all of its creatures and all their natures and all the characteristics, and all the movements, and all their actions. Even the most natural ones. The only manifestation of what the king says, make sure to preserve. There's no independence. nothing other than Ratzon Hashem. If a pashlu mashkas as far as Shabbat Ishtadlus Tibis, Bikshu Moschar, for their natural Ishtadlus, they want a schar. Shinubakasha schar bad teva misad samura. Yeah, if you do something which is natural, you should expect to be rewarded. That's a chiddush, but as he says, the unity which exists between teva and the malmin of teva. Low. You only ask for word for Torah, not for nature. Wow, that's a powerful statement. So God is only in Torah, not nature. He denies the unity of God. Says the God's honor is only in the heavens and not on earth. How preposterous it is. The person will limit the existence of God. It's only Shemayim, Rak Ba'aretz, of a Ba'aretz Eino, not on land. He's born in Eitevs. I mean, I don't know, who looks carefully, believe both. And feels the pulse of such a person. He'll see also Dibur She'ein Eloka B'Teva. If he says there's no God in nature, right? There is there's a lack of munah in everything, even in Torah itself. Also koach doesn't recognize God in nature. Didn't come to say that somebody who doesn't recognize a God created nature doesn't believe in Torah. That's obvious that he doesn't. But somebody who doesn't recognize God in nature, doesn't say I don't believe, doesn't recognize God in nature. If it says Ein derech eretz, that Hashem is not in derech eretz, I don't see Hashem in derech eretz, in nature, then he doesn't see Hashem in Torah either. So the marriage derech eretz min hashamayim. The recognize derech eretz min hashamayim emakim shatar min hashamayim. Lema say nenu tzuchim b'zel l'rayis. No need proofs about this. Shreim anu zemichein anu. We say this in our eyes. Imanu fachti me'ochel chelav v'nichrasa. Are we afraid of somebody? The pasuk says we eat chelav, we get kares. Moshe fachti midvarim tivim, like we're afraid of natural things. Going ari, like a lion, a gazelle, and a thief, a kadema. Harei shanu toim stoim anu b'dmusenu sharak teva ein lanu, lekam Torah ein lanu. Okay. In other words, don't think that you can have Torah without teva, and the truth is that you really don't you don't have Torah either. Okay, that's interesting. Wait, forget. Ain't Torah ain't derech eretz. So it's actually ain't l'malam min teva. You don't recognize that there's something above teva. I know Torah ain't teva. Sheyev sharlo dam lakil leidah sheyesh lokim b'teva. Nitna lo gam anhaga shel l'malam min teva. You can't see Hashem. You can see Hashem in nature, but you need somebody to point it out. What points it out is the perception of Hashem in Torah. The birth of Yitzrayim, which brought us above nature, is he Hashem in nature. Yitzrayim did not recognize this. Ramon said, Hashem left the land. Lays dying, and there's no judge or judgment when it comes to Teva. The purpose of all the miracles he assigned was to take them out of their mistake. Teva gam came. Ain't no kim it's only his barach, it's only what's Hashem Kamosh his barach. Shemi talk shirum an hagas Teva. Yesh hagas shalom alamin Teva. Since he showed them that within Hanokas Teva, there's a kernel, the seed of Lamalamin Teva. These Baruch Shishan Nogos Einum Ela Elu Einum Kim Echad. There's a unity between all that Hogos. Okay, I think it's a long mimer, so maybe we'll stop here for tonight. But this was very clear.
Yes, very powerful. Very powerful.
Okay, great.
Very good. Thank you very much. Have a
Till
good
next
week.
week. Okay, bye.
All right, bye-bye.